ASMR. Today I will show you a very tiny book that hopefully will show us or tell us how we should do a tea leaf reading. This is the book. I bought it some time ago, but I never actually got to read it. So today I thought that would be a good idea. We're not gonna read it all, but just like the important bits. If you'd like to buy it, then I think the author is Dennis Fairchild. I'm sure you can find it to buy it somewhere. Before we can continue, please like and subscribe. So I do have like a really vague idea on how to do a tea leaf reading, but I never actually tried it myself. So we'll see if this book will actually, I don't know, surprise me in some way. A divination guide for the bottom of your cup. Right. Okay. Table of contents. You are now entering tea leaf reading bootcamp on page 6. Tea reading history on page 10. Before the water boils on page 14. The tools. Let's get this tea party started on page 22nd. Everybody sing I'm a little teapot on page 26. Showtime ready to royal on page 34. The ritual swirl, third time's a charm, page 38. The teacups psychic symbols. Is that blob an elephant or an ant on page 44? And tea time on page 50, so it only has 50 pages. Oh no, there's more. Your sacred symbols glossary, how to read between the lines, rather the leaves, on page 58. And then secrets from a tea leaf reader's journal on page 134. So it has 134 pages. Yeah, it actually has 142. I didn't see that coming. I thought it would be a lot less, but anyway. I read the tea leaves as if they were words left over from a conversation between two cups. Kenny Knight. Right, so this is like an introduction, so I'm gonna skip past that. And also I'm gonna skip past the tea reading history. Let me see what's in here before the water boils. Right, so let's see here. The medicinal magical qualities of earths, herbs and flowers are rich with ancient lore and history. At some point, every piece of shrub and tree bark on the planet has taken a turn getting thrown into a dark, jungle-hot prison filled with boiling water, then hung out to dry and discarded, all in the name of tuning into the future. Authentic contemporary tea leaf readers have nothing to do with the modern day tea bags. Granted, tea bags leave a cup squeaky clean and brew a tasty drink, but they're not suited for leaf reading. In addition to infusing the sipping experience with more flavor, aroma, antioxidants, and pleasure. Then mass-produced tea bags, whole leaf tea, leaves more distinct letters and symbols in the cup. Which tea will give you the best reading, you ask? Chinese green tea and oolong varieties are tailor-made for the curious tea leaf reader. Both feature pliant leaves of various lengths, which makes for a more distinct and detailed image in a cup. Let's get this tea party started. Doing a tea leaf reading is as simple as boiling water, which is where we begin. Because a cup of tea is 99% water, the purer the water, the finer your final brew and happier your spirit. Ingredient-wise, nature and natural rule. Avoid using tap water. A stainless steel kettle is the one of choice amongst tea readers. Go for stovetop kettles, not electric ones, which bothersome cords. Also, it's a smart idea to have available a small number of teaspoons for cup swirling and poking at the leaves. All tea utensils must be stainless steel or sterling silver. To keep the stars on our tea party side, astrology favors using silver or stainless steel utensils. Both are psychic generating moon-related metals. Aluminium and plastic items should be avoided. I'm a little teapot. A small 2-cup, 20-ounce teapot makes the best tea and clearest fortunes. Choose a teapot that pours easily, doesn't drip when tilted, and whose spout allows the leaves to flow freely into the cup when you pour. Peek inside the pot and examine any built-in strainer between the body of the bowl and the spout. Choose a teapot whose interior colander-like holes are big enough to allow plenty of tea leaves to flow down the spout's snout. Ceramic and stone teapots are preferred by smart contemporary tea reading schools. Dense ceramic pots hold heat longer and promote better brewing. Showtime, ready to royal. Please note each guest drinks from their own 2-cup teapot and uses their own teacup. No sharing. Lest you dare share another's faith in karma. Okay, so fill the kettle with 4 to 5 cups of cold water and heat on the stove top. As soon as the water reaches a boil, turn off the burner and quickly fill your pre-selected 2-cup teapot. Warm the pot for 33 seconds, then recycle the water. Never boil the tea in the pot. Apologies, there was an ambulance outside. Never boil the tea in the teapot or kettle. Tea is delicate and Scotch tea leaves will result in a bitter tasting tea and an unappetizing fortune. The longer water is boiled, the less oxygen it contains. Let me see, what else can we see? Now into the bottom of your newly warmed teapot, spoon 3 teaspoons of loose tea. Then spoon 1 teaspoon of loose tea into each cup, plus 1 for the pot. Cover the leaves with 2 cups of hot, but not boiling water. The ballet-like movements that tea leaves make after hot water is poured over is called the agony of prepare your tea with sugar. Place the sugar in your teapot before adding the tea leaves and boiling water for a more accurate reading. Never add sugar to a fully brewed cup. And then bottoms up. Third time's a charm. Right. If your teacup doesn't have any or many tea leaves in it, don't fret. Use a teaspoon to scoop some from the bottom of the teapot and place them in the bottom of your cup. Then stir gently. Now before you start sipping, hold your teacup in your hand of choice and slowly move the cup in front of you in a circular counterclockwise motion 3 times. If you're uncomfortable by this technique, choose to discreetly stir your brew with a teaspoon in 3 counterclockwise circles instead. Most importantly, take time to relax your mind and enjoy your tea. Close your eyes and inhale its aromatic warmth. Note all thoughts and random words that pop into your mind and let them go. Take a deep breath. Hold it for a second or 2. Exhale, open your eyes and start sipping your tea. Don't think of anything while you're drinking. Allow your mind to wander and flutter. And please don't drain every last drop from your cup. Leave a small amount of liquid in the bottom of your cup, less than a teaspoon, to swirl around and help the tea leaves paint their symbols on the cup's interior. Next, with your favorite hand, swirl your near empty teacup 3 times in a counterclockwise circular direction, wetting the inner bowl with moist leaves. Now formulate a question in your mind about the future. Got it? Lastly, turn your cup over onto your saucer in 1 quick solid motion and let the remaining moisture drip out for a couple of minutes. For best results and accuracy, read only from the first cup word. Recycle any remaining liquid. Then I think we go here into symbols. So, is that blob? Is that blob an elephant or an ant? After emptying most of the leftover liquid into your saucer, take a slow sideways look-see at the squiggles and blobs spread around the interior of your cup. Note all blatantly familiar objects created by the leaves and tea twigs. Be patient. Seeing in the dark, spotting a symbol may require a moment or 2 for your eyes to adjust. Don't worry if you don't spot something familiar immediately. Initially, most patterns appear by happenstance before assuming a specific appearance or meaning. Don't pressure, push, or punish yourself to see something in the leaves either. Like gazing in the sky for patterns in clouds, eventually you'll see something. And that's when the Sacred Symbols Glossary joins the tea party. Magic symbols, well, yes. A symbol is something that represents something else by association, resemblance, or convention, especially a material object used to represent something invisible. A symbol can represent more than one thing. When you're uncertain what you think you're seeing, hone your intuition by simply following your first gut feeling. Now, we have the symbols, I believe, from page 50. Obviously, I will not read them all. I'm sure that if you Google like tea leaf symbols, I'm sure you can find a lot of them online. So let me just, I think that's where it starts with the acorn. And I'll just open a random page That's kind of fitting for my channel, actually. A candle is all about taking your time, emphasizing inner health and beauty, fortitude, self-improvement. Sector 1, wisdom through isolation, tests and exams, improving mature skills. Sectors 2 and 3, acknowledgement from peers. Luck arrives when doing what you don't do very well. Let's open the book again somewhere, and we have the eye. Ooh, okay. We actually have an eye just there in the background. Well, an evil eye, but still an eye. The eye warns of deception, funny, theft, and one-upmanship. Have another look-see. In Sector 2 and 3, break free from claustrophobic situations and people. Facts not clear, have another think. Keep a backup plan handy. Same reading when eyeglasses appear. And the last one, we have an hourglass or a house. Let's go for a house since it's such a common symbol. A house reveals one's yearning for inner stability and peace of mind. Sectors 1 and 2, ongoing family concerns, news of pregnancy, not a time for socializing. Sector 3, relocation, personal retreat, convalescing improves. Accept every person and every situation on its own terms. I think Sector 1, 2, or 3 is when you're supposed to be rereading the cup, so you read the cup once, and then if it doesn't make sense, you go for it second time or third time. But it's a nice little book. But yeah, I think it's quite interesting. I'm sure you can find a lot about tea leaf history on Google as well. And if you liked it, then you can buy the book yourself. This is not a sponsored video in any way.